Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jason with JTV Travel. I'm here at Medieval Times here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm not by myself, but as you can see, I got my clique here. I got T, I got Nyla, I got Liza here, and we're actually here on a band trip. But hey, I wanted to share this experience with you all, so I'll bring you back once the show gets started, which it looks like it's getting started now.
Two proud and powerful kingdoms, locked in a deadly dance amid war and broken homes. Both realms grew weary of the endless struggle. In this time, two great rulers arose. A queen, ambitious with a desire for her people's love and safety. And a king, noble upon a throne gained not only in battle, but with mercy. By their efforts and a common will for peace, a royal alliance was formed to encompass all their lands. They would rule together and share dominion over the formidable host of knights in their service. Thus, a great tournament was called to declare a new champion to this unified realm. Yet there were those who lusted only for war, and saw no need of kings or queens.
Good nobles, one and all, welcome to the castle on a night that will stand as a declaration of peace and unity between our hosts, Queen Luciana of Zaragoza and Don Ramiro, the King of Galicia. Two powerful houses, two mighty realms are here, bound together at this great tournament. Every bell and drum in the land will sound in celebration of this unbreakable alliance. Each of your knights have arrived as warriors sworn to these thrones, but only one will arise as champion of champions, both bound to defend this unified realm. In league with the house of His Majesty the King come the lords of Castilla, Santiago, Navarre, the Red Knight, the Black and White Knight, the Yellow Knight. To the banner of the Queen ride the captains of Leon, Carolina, Valiente, the Green Knight, the Red and Yellow Knight. Yeah! Tell me, my friends, in one voice united, how shall you cheer the heroes who have come here this day to compete and bring battle for the honor of your houses? How shall you praise the alliance? Give me your voices! You will find the house of Peralotta standing proud and ever vigilant. In the hours of desperate need, horns herald the arrival of Roca-Verte banners upon the field. Joy fills the air as the standard of Paramoda is unfurled by Lord Delphon, the red and yellow knight.
Gallant and Centauro.
They truly are the most regal of horses.
My friends, performing the passage with grace and power, the mighty Evolution is revered as the king of horses and the horse of kingdoms.
Beautiful! And what is his name?
That is for you to decide, Henry.
Then I shall choose one to fit his character.
And our noble guests. My lords, my ladies, raise a cheer.
It is my honor to present our master falconer and rogue, your mighty bird of prey.
Most wonderful gift to be sure, but assemble a lot with all the nobles present.
Be still, my good wing!
The red and yellow knight yields your grace. The red knight is the victor.
Christian, red and yellow knight, listen to the cheers of Paramount.
up, everybody? This your boy Jason with JTD Travel. I am here in Atlanta, Georgia, and currently at the National Civil Rights Museum, or the National Center for Civil Rights. I am actually here on a tour with some students, but I actually wanted to bring you all along as well. So I'm actually about to check in the group now. Once we actually get started with the tour, I'll bring you guys along. And then also last night with Medieval Times, it was a very good show. Food was actually good, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. All right, so we finally made it into the Civil Rights Center. So just want to show you guys what it looks like in the inside. But yeah, just going to get this tour started. I'll take you guys along to all the different I hope you guys were able to hear that. There's basically different exhibits that you can stop by. It is self-guided. They do have a new expansion where they do have a new exhibit called Broken Promises, I believe. So we're gonna check that out. And then he did mention something about the MLK exhibit is probably the only place in the building where you can't use photography or cell phones. But I am gonna ask about actual regular cameras. All right, so got that clarification about the MLK exhibit. Actually, there's no photography, recording, cell phone usage, nothing. None of that happens in the MLK exhibit. So when you do come here to the center, just know that's the one place you cannot record or take pictures. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the exhibits. So here's a map. So if you're looking at the lower level, you have basically that's where like the ballroom. Don't look like there's any exhibits on that hall. On Gallery 1. So you have the Civil Rights Gallery, the King Gallery, the Family Gallery, and that cafe and gift shops, which is right there. And just know I'm pretty sure we cannot record, take pictures in the King Gallery. And then on the second floor, you have the Global Human Rights Gallery, Legacy of Reconstruction, and then special exhibitions. And then they also have the Action Lab. So let's check out the Civil Rights Museum. All right, guys, so I could literally tell y'all just within walking in the very first exhibit, it really hits hard. Just seeing, some of the Jim Crow laws from the different states, the segregationists, the people who champion segregation, who they were, read about them and what they were about. Here's the other part of, I'm going to say this is just all strictly about Atlanta. This part is called the Crossroads of Change. And you can pause it if you want to read. All right, so let's continue on and check out the rest of the center.
Sad that even though these aren't laws anymore, that America is still like this.
Right. That's the really sad part. And what the scary part is that it feels like we're slowly getting back.
That was a hard movie to watch.
Yeah.
And it was like breathing in my ears. I did not like that.
What was it?
Yeah, I jumped.
All the way
Yeah.
down.
You know, he just.
All right, so it look like I'm about to do an experience. So.
Hands on the handprint. Eyes
Man came up to me, I'm coughing and strangling. He said, "Boy, you all right?" And I nodded my head. The next thing I knew, I was all right. He had hit me with part of the baseball. And this is when I see that I won't true. He pulls his gun and fires in the air. He says, "Okay, I've had your fun. Let's move back." That's what stopped it.
Unaware of this attack, the second bus continued on to Birmingham.
Last night, a man phoned me that he was close to the leaders of the Ku Klux Klan. He said he wanted to give me a tip. Be sure to be at the bus terminal on Sunday, he said, because you're going to see action.
James Peck and I, we were scheduled to test the facility. So he looked at me and I looked at him and we proceeded going into the terminal.
They took them into corridors and alleys and began beating them, began hitting them with lead pipes and with key rings and with their fists. They knocked one man, a white man, down at my feet, and they beat him and kicked him until his face was a bloody red pulp. The police did not arrive at this scene until 10 minutes late when the man had a whip on.
How do you feel, Mr. Davis?
And had gone further down the street where I saw some of them standing there at the end of the day.
I didn't like that.
Police
I want to sit down on that.
All right, guys. So I just did what you guys just saw was the counter experience. I'm just going to be really real. That was really hard to sit and listen to. But let's take a look at some more of the exhibits as we continue on through the center.
This section of our program to a halt and ask you to assemble in your respective groups and begin the march for freedom now. Let's begin quietly and orderly to move out. We'll see you at the Lincoln Gallery.
All right, guys. So coming out of this exhibit, I would literally say, just as soon as you walk into that very first exhibit, it gets very, I don't want to say real, but it's very heavy as soon as you walk into the exhibit. The more you go into the exhibit, the heavier it gets. And I would say this is basically for me. And my own personal experience, everybody who will come in will probably experience it differently. As you all can see, I really couldn't talk earlier because I was still emotional, but the counter experience, that was, I do recommend everybody, if you're coming to the National Center for Civil Rights, I definitely recommend that you do that. It is hard to sit there and listen. As you can see, I got very emotional and things of that nature. But it was a very good experience. As you continue on through that exhibit, as you can see all the different things that they were talking about. Talked about Martin Luther King's assassination. Talked about the church bombing, all the way from Bloody Sunday to like all the different major events that's happened in history with, civil rights per se. So it's a very good experience. I definitely recommend coming here. But we're going to check out the next exhibit. All right, so we done made it up here to the second floor. Right here, as you can see, is the Everyone Everywhere Global Human Rights Gallery. Then you have the Action Lab, so I know that's probably Scholastic base. And then this way, it says the Legacy of Reconstruction and Special Exhibitions Galleries. So let's take a round, let's take a look. Oh, Broken Promises. All right, so then you also have another exhibit down this way called Broken Promises. What's up? All right, guys, so we just left the National Center for Civil and Human Rights. Like I said before, that is a very good spot to go check out for history purposes. Next on the list is the Georgia Aquarium. All right, what's up, everybody? We finally made it into the Georgia Aquarium. Let's go ahead and take a look at the main lobby area of the Georgia Aquarium. All right, so from what it looks like it's a whole, like a type of hub type of thing where you literally go into the different areas of the aquarium. So the first area that we're gonna go into is a part that I want to see the most is the Ocean Voyager. I want to see the whale shark. They say this tank is as long as a football field.
Welcome in.
Also, everyone, if you're on the right-hand side, I'm just saying you're going to grab a few photos, but again, if you can get as close to the window as possible, therefore we can leave that clear path down the middle for others. And just also keep in mind that as it gets a little bit busier, we may have to ask you to move. There is a large...
Hi, so we don't want to sit up there if you can't get down.
Where you can grab some amazing photos as well.
Oh.
Excuse me, you can get down from there.
All right, so it looked like we're about to go into the water tunnel, and when you go in there, I know you guys probably can't see me, but when you go in there, you have to step on this conveyor belt right here, and this would take you through the tunnel. There's a manta ray right there, right above me. manta ray just went over there. All right, that was so cool. Being able to see the whale shark and the huge manta ray. Hopefully we come back and we're able to see it again. Now we're heading into the ocean lights, which is pretty dark. Alright guys, so what you see is actually bioluminescence. It's actually fish swimming around. Alright guys, I know it's still dark, but we're coming out of the ocean lights, heading into the next exhibit. Wow. Alright, so we made it out of the Ocean Voyager section, which was pretty cool. Got a chance to see the whale shark and the manta ray. Now we're about to head into the tropical diver. So we just left out of the tropical diver. So that's where you have all like your coral reefs and things of that nature, cuttlefish, eels, stuff like that. So now we're about to head into the shark section, which is called the Predators of the Deep. actually have a great white shark? Oh no, that ain't it. That's a tiger shark.
Sharks tend to dominate on prey animals that are old, sick, and nearing the end of their life cycle. Sharks help keep prey populations healthy, while also preventing overpopulation. That's why it's super important to protect and conserve sharks all across the world. Now, you've already done your part today just by coming to visit us here at the aquarium, since the proceeds from your ticket go towards caring for these animals right here in Atlanta. Also helping us conduct research and conservation out their natural habitat. But I do encourage you to continue supporting these animals even after you leave here today. Got a really easy way to do that. Show of hands, anybody eat seafood? This is not a trick question. I love oysters. Yeah, we eat seafood? Okay, anybody wear lotion? Nobody was gonna admit to wearing lotion. That's okay.
Yeah, I wear lotion.
Okay, we wear lotion. Now, you might be wondering how those two things are related. That's going to be because of the ingredients and where they come from. A lot of fish, you want to make sure that it's sourced sustainably because a lot of sharks can be caught as bycatch. And the lotion thing is going to be because of an ingredient called squalene. It's a softener. You find it in facial lotions, body lotions, and conditioner. It makes stuff soft. A lot of that comes from shark liver oil. So you want to look for vegan squalene. That's one of the best ways to protect animals no matter where you are. And we all should be wearing lotion, so making sure that the ingredients are healthy is one of the best ways to help out too. If y'all have any questions,
good to know.
If y'all have any questions about anything that you're seeing, my name is Scotty. I'm hanging out by this blue and yellow cart. Happy to answer any questions that y'all got. Other than that, if you are just now joining us, welcome in. Please make sure your flash is turned off. Other than that, y'all enjoy your day and enjoy sharks, predators of the deep.
All right, so all you bath and body work folk, you're killing the sharks. Oh, it does make you feel like that. Alright guys, so we're in the River Scout area of the aquarium. So we're going to be looking at a lot of river fish. There's a tunnel right there. I don't know if I want to go through it, but they are. Those piranhas. Yeah, see, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you I'm going in
Hey, you wanna come up here? Look.
Of course, the otter experience is not. Alright guys, so we're heading to the next section, which is the dolphin section. I think it's called Dolphin Coast or Dolphin Crest. This is also where they have the dolphin shows. So we're gonna check out, see if they have any dolphins out for just viewing purposes.
Look how cool these are. Look, that one's a different color too. You're right. It's like spotted. I wonder what that means. I thought that.
There's another one that's spotted.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks like a baby one. Wait. Maybe don't wait. Maybe they're hiding so they cannot like see everything.
You want to see these? They're Nemos. I don't know. Ooh, smell the water. Yeah, smell the water. Well, we're gonna see if there's some other ones. Stay there.
Wow.
No, there's still
Are they in there?
He's little crabs. What's he doing? That fish.
Football.
Yo, that one is talking.
Oh, that one's got the room.
Why weren't they doing this when I was here? So they gave me seven. Who said that? Who said that?
That's exactly what.
Oh my God.
Maybe she got birds flying in here.
Oh my gosh. Can I take one?
All right, so the next stop is Cold Water Quest. Let's check that out and see what they have inside of there. right, so that was really cool. You got a chance to see some beluga whales. They look huge in person.